Daylight saving time in 2026 officially began on Sunday, March 8th, when clocks across much of North America were moved forward by 1 hour at 2 a.m. local time. The shift, commonly known as spring forward, marked the start of the yearly period when evenings appear brighter for longer, a system designed to make better use of daylight during the warmer months. Please subscribe, like, and share for more updates. Thanks. Under the current timekeeping rules in the United States, established by the Uniform Time Act and later amendments, daylight saving time begins on the second Sunday in March and ends on the first Sunday in November. In 2026, the seasonal time period will continue until November 1st, when clocks will be turned back 1 hour at 2 a.m., returning most regions to standard time. The practice of adjusting clocks to extend evening daylight has been used in various forms for more than a century. Although the idea is often associated with the American statesman Benjamin Franklin, who once wrote humorously about conserving candlelight, the modern implementation was influenced by British builder and campaigner William Willett in the early 20th century. His proposal to move clocks forward during the summer gained attention in Europe before the system was widely adopted during the World War I as governments searched for ways to conserve energy and improve wartime efficiency. In the United States, daylight saving time has gone through several changes over the decades. While the Uniform Time Act of 1966 created a nationwide standard for when the time change occurs, Congress later modified the schedule to extend the daylight saving period. The most recent major adjustment came with the Energy Policy Act of 2005, which moved the start daylight saving time from April to March beginning in 2007. The goal was to save energy and encourage economic activity by increasing daylight hours in the evening. Each year, the spring transition results in the loss of 1 hour of sleep for people in areas that observe the change. Sleep experts frequently warn that the shift can temporarily disrupt circadian rhythms and cause fatigue, particularly during the first few days after clocks move forward. Some researchers also suggested a short-term increase in workplace accidents and traffic incidents immediately following the adjustment, though the long-term effects remain widely debated. Supporters of daylight saving time argue that the extra evening daylight provides several benefits. Businesses such as restaurants, retail stores, and entertainment venues often see increased activity when people have more daylight after work. Outdoor recreation and tourism also tend to benefit from longer evenings, while some studies indicate reduced demand for electricity because households use less artificial lighting. Critics, however, say the benefits are limited or outdated. Many analysts note that modern lifestyles rely heavily on electronics and climate control systems, meaning the energy savings may be minimal. Health experts have also raised concerns about the disruption caused by changing clocks twice each year. Because of these concerns, lawmakers in several countries have considered eliminating the time change entirely. In the United States, the debate has intensified in recent years. Some members of Congress have pushed proposals that would make daylight saving time permanent. One of the most widely discussed efforts is the Sunshine Protection Act, which would end the twice-yearly clock change by keeping the country on daylight saving time year-round. The legislation has received bipartisan support, but has not yet been fully enacted at the federal level. Not every region observes daylight saving time. Within the United States, the state of Hawaii and most of Arizona remain on standard time all year because their geographic locations mean seasonal daylight differences are less pronounced. Several U.S. territories also do not participate in the clock changes. Globally, daylight saving time is far from universal. Many countries in Africa, Asia, and near the equator do not observe it because daylight hours remain relatively consistent throughout the year. Regions in Europe, including those governed by the European Union, typically change their clocks later in March and again in October, though European lawmakers have also debated ending the practice. For 2026, the key dates remain firmly set. Daylight saving time began on March 8th, when clocks move forward by 1 hour, and will end on November 1st, when clocks fall back to standard time. Until then, millions of people across North America will experience longer, brighter evenings, a seasonal shift that continues to spark discussion about whether the century-old tradition should remain part of modern life.